Hey,
This will be a review. That guy right there is Shagdog, and I am Jammer,
hell yeah. We're doing Pachanga.
which is to me, kind of offensive.
Yeah, let's go into the ratings first, real quick. Beer Advocate
Yeah.
gives us a 74. It's a European pale lager, 4.2%. It's rotating seasonal. Why is it
Hey,
offensive, Jammer?
Pachanga is a Mexican-style lager with a crisp malt-flavored, thirst-quenching character, perfect for hot days in the summer sun. Well, I just think it's kind of, offensive because they have a diversity, equity, and an inclusion commitment. And basically, what that means is they want to, allow diversity. Let me listening intentionally to better understand the needs of people of color within the communities we serve. Continuing to financially support community partners who address racial injustice and advance equity. Forming a DE committee composed of Sun King employees to advance diversity, equity, and inclusion among our employees, breweries, distillery, and communities. Improving our practice for recruiting, hiring, retaining, and advancing employees of color. Working with the Breweries Association to better understand the lack of diversity within the craft beer brewing industry and to help advance change leading by example.
Stupid.
To me, it's kind of offensive because they got a European style lager that they call Mexican style lager. They put a pinata up there like that's all Mexican.
Yeah, that's like a redskin almost, right?
Yeah. And then Pachanga is a merengue type style dance. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
It's a genre of music which is described as a mixture of San Montuno and merengue and has a company signature style dance. The type of music has a festive, lively style and marked by a jocular, mischievous lyrics. But it's kind of offensive because you're stereotyping, like Mexican pinata. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the name of it, merengue style dance. I don't know. It seems like they're going against what they're saying, and then to turn around and say you're advancing.
Just say that.
Hold on. Stop for a second. Turn around and say that you're advancing people of color. You're going to hire more people. You're going to try to hire people. You're going to try to push more people of color into the craft beer industry. And here's the thing. I'm all right with people of color becoming part of it. I'm all right with people that are not, white's a color, so everybody's a color, right? So everybody of color. Yeah, but the thing is, it's the character, it's the experience, the knowledge, and character of the person that you're hiring. You shouldn't be hiring upon color.
Color, religion, sex, sexual orientation, any of that, right?
Right. If Shagdog has the experience, the knowledge and skills and the ability to communicate with people and everything like that, to be able to benefit my company, that's the person I should be hiring. Not this person over here that has none of those qualities. Hey, but they're a different color.
Right.
Let's hire that person. Now, if the person's a different color and has all those qualities, I say hire the motherfucker. It doesn't matter. Whoever's the best fit.
Right.
That's the problem. You're giving too many passes to people that don't have the skills or quality or experience. And I just don't think that's right.
Right. I understand you. I mean, even that's a little racist, putting a little pinata on a can.
That's what I'm saying. That's offensive because you're stereotyping all Mexican people go running around banging on a pinata.
Yeah. Or other people shoving beer bottles in a pinata or something.
Yeah. Juan Pablo would not be happy.
No.
Pedro would not be happy.
No, I put the wrong name. I put Jose on. It was Pedro, wasn't it? Damn it. I put Jose and Juan Pablo. It's Pedro.
Man, I can't believe you would. leave Pedro out.
Pedro's the one that really took it too, for the team.
Yeah. Well,
All
this beer has a hazy, not too bad, but yellow piss color.
Yeah. And it's a European lager, so.
And that white kind of egg white head is quickly dissipating.
Yeah, mine's pretty much gone. Like a typical American lager.
You know, it smells like an adjunct lager, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a European pale. And it's made in Indianapolis, Indiana. So
Yeah.
that's about as far away as from Mexico you get. And they're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, I was, and they named the brewery Sun King.
Yeah. So maybe a Mexican owns it. Who knows?
No, it's supposedly, from what I could tell, it looked like two white names or two.
Maybe it was like, what's that? Blood in, blood out. The white
Bound
Mexican.
by honor.
Or the white Mexican, like Paco Loco.
Yeah. It'll always be my brother Paco Loco.
Loco, yeah.
Crazy Paco, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it smells like a typical adjunct lager or something. Though.
Yeah, it's
maybe
like corn.
Maybe a little Mexican style, right? Like a
corn kind of smell.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Drink. Cheers.
Cerveza.
Yeah.
Yep. Got a little cardboard taste.
Yeah. Got the corny.
Yeah.
Corn malts. Yeah. Yeah. That corn.
Pretty much almost like a Mexican lager. Some of the Mexican lagers, I guess.
Oh, it tastes like one of the Mexican lagers, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Because most of them are adjuncts.
Right. And they're saying this is a European pale lager, but most European pale lagers taste like a Pilsner almost, but a little lagery. Yeah.
Yeah, with floral and herbal notes and stuff.
Maybe a little skunky, maybe.
Yeah, skunky, the kind of skunky type of smell that you don't like. But
right. We had 2 viewers. We're down to 1 viewer. Thanks for watching.
Probably because I lost them on the rant.
But both of them didn't join in until later. But
this has a grainy corn syrup type taste.
Rugby.
I'm trying to be unbiased by it.
Yeah. I mean, it's typical lager. I mean, I like pinatas. Don't get me wrong; they're my favorite kind of pinatas. The what do you call them? Burros, right? Not donkeys, but burros.
First of all, I'm the one who picked this beer. Did I not?
This is one of the last ones we picked that day. Was it on the shelf or something? We're like, let's get it. Or so I can't remember.
That was Midway.
Was it Midway? What was the last one we got that was on the shelf before we got to the register? Maybe we did that one.
You picked it up and threw it in, and I think we did it last time. But anyway, what I'm getting at is I picked this. One of the reasons why I picked it is for the Pinata. I thought, hey, this is a Mexican-style lager. Let's go ahead and do it. You know?
Right, you miss Juan Pablo. And for those that you don't know who never watched that video, Juan Pablo was our last pinata that we had on the show. Originally it was Pedro. I threw Pedro away. Then I got Juan Pablo. I kept Juan Pablo for a while, but then I threw him away too.
Yeah, I don't understand why you throw him away.
Well, I threw away because I moved. So
he became part of Spitter Swallow Beer Review's history, and you turn around and just throw him away.
I should have gave him to you. So here's another collection for your collection. But he was in my room there for like years.
But the thing about it is we get things and we hold on, turn around and use them for set decorations and stuff like that. And then you turn around, just throw them away. He was probably looking for a home.
Well, maybe you should have.
He looked for a home. You bought him. You took on the responsibility of owning Juan Pablo, and then you just threw him away.
That's probably why I had too many dogs.
Same thing with Pedro. You turn around and just throw them away.
If you look at all the cats and dogs I had when I lived at that place, I only kept one dog until then I couldn't keep him anymore. It was Prancer.
What was this, Chubby or what?
Cubby cat.
Cubby.
Yeah, Cubby. I kept him until the pit bulls got him, but the only two animals I kept for a long time. Prancer I only got rid of because I was working 12-hour shifts, so he was like a little Pomeranian. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a shame that he had to be there by himself for 12 hours.
Yeah, and sometimes even longer. I had to work a double or something. So by the time I left the house, came home, it'd be like 17 hours. Yeah.
And he's hyped up, raring to see you.
Yeah. So I got rid of him. Well, I finally got the ex to come back get him. She gave him to one of the kids' friends, but I don't know what happened to him or anything. But
hopefully he's all right. Well, what do you give this?
My little shoulder dog. He used to be my little Pachanga. I don't know. I'm going to give it, for what it is, a cheap, whatever, beer from Indianapolis. Indianapolis is not known for beer. Shit, they're not known for anything besides basketball, right? Hoosiers or something, right?
Corn.
Anything else happen over there? Michael Jackson came from Gary, Indiana.
Oh, yeah. He didn't broadcast that too much, did he?
Well, Gary, Indiana is kind of a poor city, yeah. Probably that. Yeah, it's not like most.
WKRP in Cincinnati. But that's Ohio, isn't it?
That's Ohio, yeah.
All right, well. What else is Indiana known for?
I don't know. They have the dome there. What the hell is the name of the dome that Peyton Manning, the Colts,
That's Baltimore.
Is that the Hoosier Dome? Maybe it was called the Hoosier Dome. I don't know what the hell the name of that stadium. No, Peyton Manning used to play for Indianapolis Colts, and he went to the Broncos his last couple of years.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I don't know what else Indiana is famous for. Shit. But not this beer, that's for sure.
No, I was a little disappointed because when I was reading that, and not only that, but the whole point is I was reading about the beer.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, let's look at what they're about because they have the culture and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm all for equality. I'm all for treating people with respect when they treat other people with respect, and and you're a human being. You deserve to be treated with respect.
Yeah. I don't believe in singling any groups out individually because they're supposedly treated bad because of their color of skin. I don't treat nobody bad because of their color of skin. Here's
the thing. If you're constantly pointing out color and differences, how are you ever going to find the similarities?
Right. We should all be Americans. There should be an African American, Hispanic American. Should be just Americans. Now, if you want to get rid of the color thing, like black, white, yellow, whatever hell, why don't you come up with something different? Go over there with the mocha boy or the chocolate boy or the vanilla boy.
Here's the thing. First of all, like you were saying, you're an American of African descent. If you can prove your forefathers came from Africa, you're an American from African descent.
I
don't have a problem with you saying, the problem I have when you say you're African American, you're saying you're African first.
Right. And I don't say I'm Irish Italian American, even though I'm Irish Italian descent. I'm an American. And then I'm Irish and Italian next, If we went to war with Ireland and Italian, guess what side I'd be on?
America.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
My whole point is that you are American first.
Right.
So we should change that philosophy right off the bat. American Italian, American Irish, American Polish, American Mexican, American African,
Yeah. I'd say even take all that off. You're American.
Yeah.
Of African descent. If you want to say that. But
The other thing I don't like is when they talk about these people that are in these political positions, like Nancy Pelosi, Trump, the president. President, I give some leeway on, but the other people who are Congress and senators, congresswomen and senators and men and senators and stuff like that, they always say our leaders. They ain't our fucking leaders. They're our representatives.
Right.
They are our representatives and are supposed to be representing the American people.
Right.
If you are not representing the American people and you are not following what the American people wants you to do, then you are not doing the job that you were sent there for.
Yeah.
And you are trying to manipulate it for your benefit. If you're trying to help your party out, or you're trying to help some lobbyist or the company or the people who paid you, then you're not helping the Americans.
Right. They need to be, those people
are not our leaders. They're our
35, 40. My mother got, because she's kind of a little feisty Italian, but American of Italian descent. She thinks they should have term limits for Congress and senators.
Oh yeah, they should.
But the biggest problem with that is you got idiots out there that keep voting them back in. They've been there for 30 years, and you've been voting them in all these years. What have they done for you for 30 years? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand it. I think because I don't believe in short terms, because there's some of them that might actually be good. Like if Trump could run forever, I'd keep voting for him for every fucking 4 years till he dies. Yeah. But you might have somebody who's good if he could only be in there 8 years, say a congressman or a senator 8 years, and then okay, now I'm done. I started when I was 44, and now I'm 52. Now I'm done. What am I going to, and he was doing a good job. But yeah.
I get what you're saying, but also the problem with that is the person who is bad, who gets voted in every time because they can't put somebody up against them that can beat them, that would be good.
That's true. And the money. Advertisement and all that. Yeah.
That's the other thing. I think they should cut their salaries.
Yeah.
They should cut their salaries.
I think they should investigate. If they're making any money from all these side things while they're in office, that should stop too somehow.
And I think right off the bat, you should eliminate foundations. No, you cannot put your money in foundations. You can't put your money anywhere like that. Because what they do is they use that foundation as a tax shelter. Now I turn around and I can send you a donation to your foundation that you control, and you may not directly control it, but you have control over where the money goes. Yeah. And I send it to you, and then you turn around and have the foundation pay for your car, pay for your house.
And then you look at the Black Lives Matter, all the funds that are going to Black Lives Matter, they're sending that to like different Democratic organizations.
Yeah.
Like 10 different organizations. Boom, boom. So your money ain't going to Black Lives Matter. It's going to the Democratic Party pretty much.
Yeah, it's going right to the Democratic Party.
Yeah, which is pretty much a communist party, really.
Well, it has become that way. Anyway, let's get back to the beer.
Pachanga. Bazinga, Pachanga. It's like the Mexican way to say bazinga. Pachanga.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
What kind of grade?
Well, if Juan Pablo's here, he'd really get a good can out the ass, right? Or not Juan Pablo, Pedro. I'm going to give it it's not real bad.
No.
I give it a C plus of the swallow. It's not really, it's almost like a Mexican beer, but not as bad as a lot of Mexican beers, I guess. I don't know.
I just can't stand the corny sweetness.
I kind of like it.
I know you're a big corny sweetness fan,
Yeah, it's like a Miller mixed with a Mexican beer. Yeah, almost.
I can't go as far as you did, but I would give it a straight up C and a swallow.
There you go.
Because it's not bad per se, as far as this corny sweetness, but it's not the greatest. But for what it is, it's an adjunct lager made in the craft brewing style. I just don't think that's. I know they say it's a European style lager, but that's not even close to
it tastes like an adjunct Mexican. Yeah. Hey, does that bring back memories?
Yeah.
We're gonna buy a new one and we'll keep it at your house. It's gonna be your puppy. We gotta give him a different name because we had
why I like to keep a hold of these things, right?
We can bring them back out.
Later on, down the road, you can always bring them back out.
Right.
But you have them in the background, they become conversation pieces and stuff. Instead of somebody saying something about a ceramic shoe.
And nobody knows what the hell we're talking about Pedro and Juan Pablo. They're like, huh? But they looked back and smart. We don't have those old videos now. We don't have the videos now, let alone Juan Pablo.
And we wouldn't have had them if it was you that were doing it. You would have got rid of them.
What are you talking about?
You wouldn't have saved them.
Well, I would have I had him till I moved. That one I had.
You would not have saved the videos, is what I'm saying.
Oh no, I would have. Yeah.
No, you would have got rid of those
historical moments.
Yeah, I think that's part of our history as the beer review. I mean, hell, but we're going on 10 years.
It'll be 9 years, but yeah.
Yeah, well, we're going on 10 years. We're getting there.
November will be 9 years. Next year will be 10 years.
Well, that's what I'm getting at.
10-year anniversary next year.
We're headed there. This is the longest endeavor.
This is the longest hobby I've ever had in my fucking life.
That's what I'm saying. We truly found a hobby we enjoy.
We did the bicycling. That lasted about a year.
For me, a little longer because you bailed on me.
Let's see, because we started in 2010. Yeah, and then 2011 was the last time I went because then Sean died. I never went back out. Yeah.
Yeah, you left me hanging.
Yeah.
Thanks. Just threw me away like Juan Pablo and Pedro.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back out bicycling. I'm a rebel without a cause.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go out in the summer, though. It's too fucking hot.
See, I knew you were going to pull some stipulations.
Well, that last time, remember, I almost passed out. Yeah.
It's okay to pass out.
No, it's not. It doesn't feel good.
You'll feel good when you wake up.
I don't want to die from passing out.
Next time you pass out, I'm just gonna look at you when you wake up and say, "Did you see God?
Yeah.
Did you see God? Did you?"
Yeah, that wasn't good because the heat was so
Get
hot.
up, you stinking little bastard!
Mickey is
Mickey loves you.
you stinky little bastard. No, when we did that last one bicycle ride, I almost passed out. Remember my thermometer thing on my bike said.
Think about it. You got to see all kinds of exciting things on those bike rides.
I did, yeah.
You learn so much of history. The great train crash of, what was it? I forget, 18 something.
Yeah.
Michael Vick and his dog fighting.
Fights. Yeah.
Animal porn.
Yeah. Escuchada ice cream place where the guy from Backstreet Boys' mother owned the place, and then she closed down because she couldn't afford it because her son didn't give her any money.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, all kinds of adventures and stuff that you used in the beer review.
Well, we still got those videos, though, on your other Aloha.
You sure it's still on there?
I watched your videos a couple months ago.
No,
bicycle ones. Yeah.
Still there.
Yeah. I forget what channel that one's under. It might be Aloha Man or
Amon.
Amon. Yeah. Yeah, those some good videos.
All right, let's move on to the next exciting beer.
Wow, how many have we done so far?
3.
No, more than 3.
4.
4. Yeah, we did 2 marijuana and 1 bottle, and
liberal
4 or 5.
Yeah, I don't even care. But my whole point is I'm not conservative and I'm not liberal. I kind of walk the line. I want the freedom. I want the freedom of being able to say, yeah, I want to go over here and do this. And then I want to come over here and be this.
Liberal is most of the liberal now is way far left liberal. It's nothing moderate.
There's nothing in the middle.
Yeah. And, I'm not a far.
Don't get me wrong. There's conservatives that are far away right.
Yeah, and I'm not a far right conservative. I'm pretty much moderate conservative. I'm not like way out there or anything.
I just don't want the government interfering in our lives. I want less government intrusion in business. I want us to be free to make decisions about our lives, and I want everybody to just live a good life.
Right. Very simple.
I think government people put everybody at odds with each other.
Yeah.
They try to put labels on people.
A lot of media does that too.
The media is bought and paid for, and
George Soros.
Let me tell you, when the one thing Trump did is brought out the fact that they're fake news. I knew it, you knew it, and there are a lot of other people knew it beforehand. But Trump came out and made it mainstream.
Right.
Where everybody started looking and saying, hey, why is this news organization reporting it this way? When I saw the video myself, and it was nothing like that.
And you look at CNN and those type of news stations, they don't show a whole Trump speech. They show snippets, and they make it look like Trump's an idiot, which, I mean, he's not the greatest, smartest person in the world. But if you watch the whole speech, then you'll see, wow, what we see.
Yeah. You have to use your own brain.
I think he does care about he's a billionaire already, or millionaire, whatever he is. Why would he want to be president? Other than
ego.
You ain't gonna, ego, probably too, But also, I'm gonna save this country. I think ego.
Yeah, because only he could do it. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think he feels in his heart he could help.
Yeah.
And he's an American.
Yeah. Well, and like a lot of people who made their money off the backs of the poor, they go back and they say, you know what? I got to clean up my reputation. So let me go back and save the country.
But if you go back to the 80s when he was interviewed by Oprah and other people.
Oh, yeah. He says himself, he goes, if I ever saw that I needed to help, the country needed me, I'd go for become president.
And they asked him that, well, how you going to run for president now? No, I don't think I need it now. Maybe someday, whatever he talks about. And here's someday.
Yeah. I agree. But, like I said, I think most people just want to live and let live.
Yeah. Yeah.
And unfortunately, the powers that be want to divide everybody.
And there's a lot of young people, I hate to say it, but there's a lot of young people naive, no logic. Brainwashed, yeah.
Don't know their own history or the world's history.
Yeah.
Country history. If they did, they would know that a lot of the stuff they're being taught isn't completely true.
Right.
And that there's other sides to it.
Mm-hmm. There's always 10 sides to every story.
Let me tell you, America's not perfect, never has been, never will be. No. But we aspire to be better than what we are, and we're always continually trying to get there.
Right.
Now, we may take 20 steps forward and 40 steps back, and then 20 steps forward and another 40 steps back, but we're eventually getting there.
Wait, if you did 20 and 40 and 20 and 40, you're never going to get there.
Well,
maybe 40 and 20.
Well, we go 20 one time, and then we go back 40, and then we go 50 one time, and then we go back. It's 15. Just this.
Okay, I got you. If you did 20 and 40 all the time, we'd never get there.
Well,
20, 40,
you know
20.
what I'm saying. You get the gist of it.
I got the gist. The first one, that math didn't equate.
Well, you know what? I was doing Shagdog math. But what I'm getting at is just we always are striving. We're always moving forward.
Yeah.
We may never get there, and we won't in our lifetime probably, but, hey, it is what it is.
All I got to say, Jammer, is God bless America.
Yes. Why do you think all these people coming from other countries want to come to America?
Because they suck.
I can tell you right now, all the people I know that are foreign, that they've come to America, most of the people I know that have done that, they all say the same thing. You do not realize what you have.
Right. Some of them send money back to their family. Well, but the worst ones are the Cubans and the Venezuelans have, especially last few years here in Florida, a lot of Venezuelans actually. And I see some of them say, well, I got to send money back because
they can't.
They can't afford a pair of shoes in 1 month, or 1 month's salary can't even buy one pair of shoes. Yeah. And when I told you I talked to that Cuban girl, she's like, she likes America because she could buy stuff that they couldn't get in Cuba, but she doesn't get free medical or free college, so she'd rather be back in Cuba, really, and be poor and happy.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't make no sense to me either.
If you're able to buy stuff like food and clothing.
Because she says she's still poor here, even though she's able to buy more stuff, she's still poor here because she's like a CNA or something. And even though in Cuba she's a physical therapist, but they won't accept her physical therapist here in Florida, right? Yeah. From a Cuban college. Her college was free in Cuba.
Yeah.
What medical is free. Yeah. What good is it if you're poor? You're a physical therapist in Cuba and you're poor.
And you can't afford anything?
Rice and beans and sharing clothes with your family. I don't know.
You can't afford anything?
But yeah, she said she was happy there and poor but happy.
I say that she was probably more happy there only because of family and friends.
Yeah, and if no money, no problem, right?
Well, I'm just saying family and friends down there.
That's probably true too. Yeah.
And being that she's here, she doesn't have the family and friends like she did down there.
She's got her 2 kids. Matter of fact, her mother came here with her, and her mother only lasted here a year. Couldn't handle America. Had to go back to Cuba. So she sends her mother $100 every month, and her mother is like living good off 100 American dollars, I guess.
Well, all I can say is the majority of people I've talked to and met and become friends with from other countries, they've all said pretty much the same thing, that we don't know what we have here. We have the freedom. Now, granted, right. They say they're poor, they can't afford a lot and everything, but they can afford so much more than compared to where they were.
Right. You ain't getting cable in Cuba, right?
No, not unless you're stealing it, probably.
Yeah, you're not getting Netflix, probably. Most people I know, they haven't gone back to their original country, so
they don't even think. And plus, a lot of the people I know have done very well here in America, coming from other countries. They've started businesses or they've gotten jobs and moved up in them and all that stuff. Right. And they really enjoy. In fact, they're the ones that make me think that for some reason we lost that drive. When you're born in America, you lose that kind of drive that they have, because they come from a country where they're poor, dirt poor, and they're like, "Phew, here we come. Boom, I got the opportunity to become a success here. I got the American dream.
Yeah, we lose it as an American citizen. I think you lose it somehow. I don't know why.
And I think American citizen, we could do anything and be anything. Well, what do I want to be?
Yeah, here I am. What have I been all my life?
I'm confused. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to be.
Still, I want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid, right?
Yeah. Living in the basement and my mommy taking care of me.
I pay rent.
No, I wasn't even talking about you. Oh. You don't live in a basement.
No.
You eat Cheetos?
It's not too many basements. And,
you eat Cheetos?
No, I don't eat Cheetos.
Drink energy drinks?
No.
Okay. Play PlayStation all the time?
Well, occasionally, not much. I'm a type of person that plays like one game. That's it, and I'll play for a few months. Okay, I'm done with that game, and yeah.
All right, let's move on. Get another beer.
All right, it sounds like a plan.
All right. I'm thirsty.
You're thirsty. All right. What do you want to do next? Anything particular?
Well, just pick one and let's roll.
All right, let's do it. I'll let you know what it is.
All right.
I'm Shagdog.
Jammer, Spit a Swab Beer Review.
Yes, and we are coming to you live.
Hi. But when you see us now, you'll be recorded.